So the chapter today is warehousing. This is chapter number 9 under the Customs Act. Chapter number 9 under the Customs Act. Right? And warehousing means a facility to importers by which imported dutiable goods can be deposited in bonded warehouse, and that is done without payment of duty. So there's one system in which duty can be paid later, that is deferred payment of duty, but the time margin is very short. This is the facility available to all. No eligibility criteria, no authorized economic operator registration is required. This facility is for every importer who wants to avail the facility. Right? Now, this is under the Customs Act, it is exclusively for the importers. Okay. Now, when you read the foreign trade policy, there is also a concept of warehousing, but that is in relation to export. That is altogether a different concept. Right? So, same concept of warehousing under FTP, that is for the exporters. So I'll make a comparative chart a little later. Right now, just understand that. Okay. And then by which the imported goods which are brought from outside India, but the goods must be dutiable. If goods are not dutiable, facility of chapter 9 does not apply. Right? But if required, facility of section 49 can be availed. Right? If required, that facility can be availed. Then goods can be deposited in a bonded warehouse. Bonded means, or you can say it is a licensed warehouse, because for working as a warehouse under the Customs Act, there is a license, and for getting the license, the bond is required to be given by the owner or by the applicant of the warehouse. So that's why it is called a bonded warehouse. And all that happens without payment of duty. That's why we say this is a facility, right? Only for importers. The goods which are dutiable, those can be deposited, right? So facility is certainly optional. It is a choice of the importer whether he wants to avail the facility or not. If he wants to avail, he will have to pay extra for the availing the facility, right? But the goods must be dutiable, right? And when the goods are required to be deposited in the warehouse. Now a question to you. Whether bill of entry is required for warehousing or not?
Yes, sir.
Whether a bill of entry
Yes,
is required for keeping the goods depositing the goods in the
Yes, sir.
warehouse or not?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Under 46, sir.
Under section 46.
Yes, sir.
Under section 46, bill of
46
entry may
it
be either warehousing or it may be for home consumption. Next question, whether assessment of duty is required or not?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes.
Confusion
Yes, sir.
kindly.
No, sir. Assessment not required.
Hmm?
While removing from the warehouse, that time it would be
Yes, sir.
required.
You remember section 17? What is in subsection 1 of section 17? There is a except in case of section 85. अब बताओ कि when you file a bill of entry for warehousing, duty assessment होगा या नहीं?
होगा sir.
Duty
Yes, sir.
assessment will be there. Now this is called understanding the combination of the sections. तो मैं आपको relate कर करके बता रहा हूँ कि कहाँ पर क्या है. I am not giving you straight away answer, so you understand the application of law. So section 17 talks about assessment of duty, and that is giving only one exception, that is section 85, and otherwise the assessment of duty is required. Now, when we go in the procedure for the warehousing, we know that the bond is required to be executed with reference to the amount of the duty computed. Duty is not payable, but bond is required. So in the bond, amount of duty will be mentioned there. So unless there is an assessment, how the bond is going to be executed? Okay. So this is second question. Third question. When a person avails the facility of warehousing under chapter 9, whether the rate of foreign exchange changes or not?
No, sir.
No, sir.
That will be as per under 46.
Exchange rate.
Exchange rate will be date of filing under section 46.
No, it will
Filing
be at
bill
the
of
time
entry
of
under
filing for
46.
home consumption.
Which section governs the rate of exchange?
To watch full video, join online batch weekdays 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Call TAIL Institute.